Hi everyone, I'm going to take you today to the beautiful town of Mahabalipuram, also called Mamalapuram. It's known for its temples and monuments built by the Pallava dynasty in the 7th and 8th century. I came to visit this group of monuments and temples after visiting Pondicherry. It took me almost 2 hours to reach there by road. अगर आप चेन्नई से आ रहे हो तो आपको almost 2 hours travel करना पड़ेगा. Mahabalipuram is located at about 60 kilometers towards south of Chennai in Tamil Nadu, India. There is an interesting backstory referring to Mahabalipuram. Narasimhavarman, the King I, was a magnificent and brave fighter. In honor of the great monarch and his accomplishments, the name Mahabalipuram was changed to Mamalapuram. He was given the title of Mamala, which means the great wrestler. However, the name of the town was changed back to Mahabalipuram, which is in use today. The Shoretemple is a complex of temples and shrines that overlook the shore of the Bay of Bengal. Granite blocks from the 8th century AD were used to construct it. During the reign of Narasimhavarman II of the Pallava dynasty, the location was a bustling harbour at the time of its establishment. Since 1984, it has held the designation of UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is one of southern India's oldest structural stone temples. The location was named Seven Pagodas by European explorers including Marco Polo and those who travelled to Asia. The Shoretemple is thought to be one of these. It is likely that the temple served as a marker for mariners. The term got to be known to the sailors because it resembles a pagoda. Within the structural temple category, the Shoretemple complex architectural grandeur is mostly attributed to King Narasimha, often referred to as Narasimhavarman II, who ruled the Pallava domain. The Cholas, who dominated Tamil Nadu after subduing the Pallavas, carried on the Shoretemple's architectural style through the temples they erected. Given that the monarchs of Pallava were Vaishnavites and Shaivites, both religions have shrines in Mahabalipuram. Even though there is no official worship conducted here these days, a sizable number of people attend daily to take in the sculpture and magnificence of Pallava art building. The exquisite beauty of the structure are breathtaking, and I'm sure you will be in awe if you visit here. The Coromandel coastline was hit by a tsunami in December 2004, which revealed an ancient, partially ruined temple made of granite slabs. This has reignited rumors that Mahabalipuram was one of the 7 pagodas, 6 of which are still underwater, that were mentioned in European explorers' journals. A few old rock carvings of lions, elephants, and peacocks that were used to adorn walls and temples during the Pallava era are in the 7th and 8th centuries were also revealed by the tsunami. The Shoretemple is comprised of 3 shrines. 2 of them are dedicated to Lord Shiva and another to Lord Vishnu. There are numerous sculptures of Nandi, Shiva's bull companion, on the walls encircling the temple at the main shrine, the Sanctum Sanctorum. You have to enter the space to see the Shiva Linga, a phallic sculpture that represents Shiva's presence. There is another partially carved monument of a lion in the grounds. After visiting the Shoretemple, I moved on to visit the 5 Rathas or chariots. Can you believe it? These are all carved from one single stone. The best specimens of Pallava art are the monolithic rock-cut temples there, which bear the names of Draupadi and the 5 Pandava brothers. Since all 5 of the monuments are life-size replicas that resemble the coil's chariots, Draupadi's Rath is the smallest of the all. It is carved with remarkable perfection to resemble a little cottage. One unique aspect of the temple is the image of the goddess that is etched in the sanctum. Pallavas had a strong devotion to Durga. Draupadi's Rath and Arjuna's Rath are both elevated to the same position. Beside the Draupadi Rath lies the grand Arjuna Rath, a 2-story shrine with an octagonal apex. It resembles the Dharmaraja chariot in appearance, just little bit smaller. Next lies the temple called Bhima Rath. The temple's structure is known as road form because of its upper structure, which resembles a cage cart. Although the temple is 2 stories high, there is no access to the upper level. The seated lions are flanked by 2 half pillars and 4 pillars that make up the foundation. This one is the Dharmaraja chariot. This Shiva temple is a magnificent example of Pallava Satapati's sculpting prowess, a visual feast both in terms of height and beauty. This one is the Sahadev Rath. It is known as Gajaprashtam or Sabha because of its elephant-like shape. From the bottom to the top, the temple is identical in shape. The upper constructions are similar to Dharmaraja, Bhima and Arjuna's chariots. The south side's arches and ornamental arches are similar to Bhima's chariot's side. It finds a little sanctum. Within the sanctum sanctorium, there is no guardian or source god. Thus, the god for whom this temple was constructed is unknown. This shrine is close to a big carved figure of an elephant. The elephant and the sleeper are examples of designs that demonstrate patience. Maybe the purpose of this sculpture of an elephant is to highlight the significance of the symbolism. Then I proceeded to the complex having the Mahishasurmardini Cave, also called the Mahishasurmardini Mandapa, and the Ishwara Temple. The Ishwara Temple ruins are situated above the main Mahabalipuram hill, excavated on the eastern scarp of a boulder. The cave's panel depicts stories from the Markandeya Puran. In the Mahishasurmardini Cave, there is a sculpture of Vishnu resting on a serpent's bed in the Anantasayana Mudra. He is seen holding 2 hands. One is used to pat the coil of the 1,000-headed serpent Adisesha, which covers Vishnu's head, in order to calm him down, while the other is holding a lotus. In another sculpture inside the cave, Goddess Durga and demon Mahisasura, who has a buffalo head, are shown in a fight on a relief on the cave's wall. This panel represents the victory of right over wrong. There is also a shrine in this cave which depicts Shiva sitting in the cross-legged yoga pose and Parvati beside him holding the baby Skanda. Standing behind them are Surya, Vishnu and Brahma. Next, I went to the complex where the famous Arjuna's penance is situated. Apart from Arjuna's penance, this complex comprises of Krishna's butterball, a Krishna temple, and quite a few cave temples. In the Krishna temple or Krishna Mandapam, we can see on the walls rock that there is a sculpture of Lord Krishna representing a man, bird, and beast as the protector of all living beings. The focal point of this cave shrine is a breathtakingly gorgeous bas relief that depicts Krishna lifting the Govardhan mountain to save the cows and cowherds from the wrath of the god of rain, Indra. Adjacent to this Krishna temple, there is an unfinished cave or mandapam. This is the famous Arjuna's Penance. Mahabalipuram town's grandeur is Arjuna's Penance. There is a massive rock depicting a scene with gods and demigods, animals, birds, and the surrounding natural environment. Some believe that bringing the celestial Gange to earth was actually Bhagirath's penance. This intricately carved masterpiece is the largest bas-relief sculpture in the entire world. It is truly stunning. Arjuna, the legendary hero of Mahabharata, is portrayed as a wise man undergoing penance in order to obtain the heavenly weapon Pashupat from Lord Shiva. A massive boulder is used to create all the carvings. Then we moved on to visit the Krishna's butter ball. The name actually does not have any relevance to the structure. Krishna's butter ball is a huge boulder with just a tip of it touching the rock, giving the onlooker an impression that it may roll on them any moment. It is near the narrow rock base. Pallava kings attempted to move it, but all the kings and their elephants were not able to move the boulder even by an inch. There are quite a few cave temples in this complex, like Ramanuja Cave Temple, Varaha, etc. This is a triple shrine cave temple dedicated to Brahma, Vishnu, and we can see many unfinished cave or mandapam here. A mandapa in Sanskrit word means a hall or pavilion supported by pillars. It served as a place for social gatherings, usually for rites of passage and ceremony. Mostly, sanctums or cells would be added to form a vihara. Many mandapas dating to 7th and 8th centuries may be found in Mahabalipuram. I just loved my tour of Mahabalipuram town, and I hope you enjoyed a lot too through my video. Please do visit this town. Even if you're not a history buff, I'm absolutely sure that the magnificent temples and structures are going to leave you in awe. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe my channel to see more of India's marvelous beauty.